When the Chinese government imposes restrictions on something or a phenomena, it is often a serious matter. September 10th was the 2022 Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival. It marked the 15th day of August on the traditional Chinese calendar. This was a time when the moon was at its fullest and a time for family reunions. In ancient China, mooncakes were an offering to the moon gods during the Mid-Autumn Festival, and the custom of eating mooncakes at mid-autumn has been passed down.
I bought a lot of mooncakes because there are discounts. At present, we sell about 25,000 mooncakes stuffed with meat a day. We may roll out purchase limits during the peak time of the Mid-Autumn Festival, and each customer can buy no more than 5 boxes of mooncakes.
In June of this year, the Chinese government introduced a ban that came into effect on August 15, 2022. The ban includes, for mooncakes with a sales price of 100 RMB or more, the ratio of packaging cost to sales price shall not exceed 15%. Packaging materials shall not use precious metals, mahogany, or other valuable materials. On August 18th, the Chinese government issued another notice on mooncakes requiring that operators do not sell boxed mooncakes with any other goods in any form of complementary or combined sales. In August and September, the government also launched a 2-month nationwide campaign to rectify the situation. Reporters from China Business Network reviewed the financial reports of several listed companies that are most representative of the mooncake business in China. They found that during the period from 2018 to 2021, the gross margins of mooncake series products were as high as 50 to 60%. It was much higher than the gross margins of other types of food products as well as dairy and bakery products the companies sell. Moreover, the volume of the mooncake business of these companies had been growing during this period. Insiders told media reporters that mooncakes were not expensive to make. The main ingredients for mooncake crusts include flour, oil, sugar, and eggs. Fillings include salted egg yolk, sweet potato, ham, nuts, bean paste, lotus seed paste, etc.
你这个多少钱卖？去年给18000来哦。去年给18000，你今年。
A distributor said that an 8-piece mooncake gift in a steel box priced at US $42 costs only about US $6.50 to produce. A consumer goods industry analyst was quoted in a China Business Network report as saying, "Mooncakes are a seasonal necessity with certain social attributes, which also brings a premium to them, resulting in a market price much higher than the production cost." In reality, the so-called social attribute is a corrupt attribute in a way. The mooncake has become a bribery item in many industries. In the name of traditional holiday gifts, mooncakes have given power corruption a veneer of good sense and legitimacy. For example, there was a box of mooncakes named Pure Gold Chinese Full Moon with a price tag of 99,999 RMB, or about 15,000 USD. The box contained 8 mooncakes, 7 edible and 1 pure titanium mooncake weighing 500 grams, a white gold necklace, and a Chinese chessboard made of titanium. Another example is the mooncake gift box priced at 2,888 RMB, or about US 420 a box, which contains 8 mooncakes flavored with shark's fin, sea cucumber, abalone, and bird's nest, plus 6 cans of deer antler tablets and other tonic products. That is to say, the trick of high-priced mooncakes is usually carried out in these ways. Manufacturers or high-end hotels provide customized mooncakes for their customers. They add rare ingredients such as shark's fin and bird's nest to the mooncakes, and some mix the mooncakes with high-grade tea, high-grade tobacco, and wine. Another method is to pack the mooncakes in expensive boxes, such as mahogany boxes worth thousands of dollars, or tying luxury silk scarves as embellishments outside the box. Because of the demand, there is a wide market for high-priced mooncakes. A Beijing-based information engineering contractor told the media that in order to maintain relationships, he sends mooncakes to government officials with whom he has business ties at the Mid-Autumn Festival, spending tens of thousands of dollars each year to do so. He stressed that although a box of mooncakes may seem insignificant, the gift lies in the human sentiment, and it's impossible to celebrate the festival without a little token. Another private enterprise owner revealed that sending mooncakes to officials is just an essential ritual during the festival. However, no matter how high-end the mooncakes are, they cannot amount to the level of entrusting people to do things. That is to say, the real bribe requires more money or luxury goods, but as a corporate boss, not sending high-priced mooncakes on the Mid-Autumn Festival will bring harm to one's relationship network. This is a fairly common phenomenon in China. As a government agency with little power, what can you do if no one takes the initiative to give you mooncakes? See, last year, these bylaw officers went directly to the stores to snatch mooncakes. So, in 2022, under strict government control and supervision, will the overpriced mooncakes disappear? China's General Administration of Market Regulation announced that after inspection and monitoring that the overall price of boxed mooncakes this year was lower than in previous years, with a significant decrease in the number of boxed mooncakes priced at 500 RMB per unit, or more than $72 per unit compared to previous years. At the same time, it is said that there are still some individual enterprises that adopt various ways to hype the price of mooncakes, and the problem of sky-high prices still exists. Indeed, on public occasions such as on China's e-commerce platforms, you will see mooncakes have uniformly become 499 RMB a box. However, the shipping fee for mooncakes from many e-commerce companies is over 600 RMB. So the actual price of a box of mooncakes is 1,099.99 RMB. In this episode, you hear a lot of numbers 8 or 9 because modern Chinese believe that the number 8 rhymes with getting rich and the number 9 sounds like longevity. What person with money and power would not want to be in this state for a long time? In addition, the business launched the Mooncake gift box, some with red wine, tea and tea sets, etc. They also claim to support customization. In addition to playing edgeball, some companies have also resorted to a word game. Mooncakes aren't called mooncakes but pastry. These operations exist not only in Chinese enterprises. Some international brands that have long been tainted with the local Chinese atmosphere have also played with the word game. For example, this year Godiva launched products consisting of 8 Mid-Autumn Festival limited gift boxes, 4 of which exceeded 500 RMB. These products are similar to mooncakes in terms of packaging and product forms, but the company calls them pastries instead of mooncakes. The most expensive one is priced at RMB 1,699. So is Häagen-Dazs, which has 7 Mid-Autumn Festival gift sets, 5 of which cost more than 500 RMB. Its most expensive set costs 999 RMB. But previously, on June 9th, when Häagen-Dazs's official Weibo released these products, they were introduced to the public as Mooncake ice cream gift boxes. The most amazing thing is the Air Mooncake. This mooncake cannot be eaten, but can only be seen on the computer. When you open the mooncake box, you will see that the box is empty and there is no mooncake inside, but the price is up to 50,000 RMB, which is about 7,200 USD. This is the virtual mooncake, or blockchain mooncake. Last year, around the Mid-Autumn Festival, Taobao launched a custom NFT, or non-fungible token digital mooncake campaign with a limited edition of 50 pieces. Due to the scarcity of the issue and the endorsement of some well-known platforms, the price was speculated to this level in second-hand trading platforms. Digital mooncakes are currently in a vacuum of government regulation. So, who is speculating on digital mooncakes? A general manager who has been in the mooncake business for more than 10 years told the Chinese media that he speculated that scalpers, that is, informal or illegal intermediaries who hoarded and sold high-priced mooncakes back then, were probably the force behind the Air mooncakes. This is because in China there is no clear legal regulation on whether digital collectibles can be transferred. A chief scientist of a technology company told China Business Network that the possibility of high-priced digital mooncakes as a means of bribery exists. To investigate and deal with such high-tech bribery crimes, it is necessary to strengthen the technical capacity of investigating online economic cases. In the almost ubiquitous state of corruption in China, the overpriced digital mooncake as a bribe may be a future trend. Rather than using their intelligence and wisdom in high-tech areas such as making chips, many Chinese have used it on a wide scope of corruption. The Mid-Autumn Festival is one of the 4 traditional festivals in China, and mooncakes are an important vehicle for the festival. But nowadays, the first thing that comes to mind of both the general public and the media is gift-giving and corruption, which is really sad for this ancient country with thousands of years of civilization. For the CCP, mooncakes are still a good propaganda item. For example, in Liuding County, Sichuan Province, where a 6.6 magnitude earthquake just occurred, rescue workers were asked to bring mooncakes into the disaster area, so to speak, to send warmth to the people in the disaster area. Chinese officials have now updated the death toll from the earthquake to 88. However, news has emerged from the internet that one village in Liuding County was buried in the September 5th earthquake. The earthquake caused landslides around this village, and there were more than 500 people living there. However, none of the official media have mentioned this village so far. As we mentioned earlier, mooncakes were originally used as an offering to the moon god. After the moon ceremony, the family's elders would cut the cakes into equal pieces according to the number of people, 1 for each person. They ate the mooncakes to bless the reunion. If someone were not present, they would leave one for him or her, indicating the reunion of the whole family. In ancient times, the Chinese emperors had the rituals of offering the sun in spring and the moon in autumn. The moon is a major player in the Mid-Autumn Festival, and people spend the night of this festival admiring the full moon and wondering if there is a lady Chang'e, a laurel tree, and a cute rabbit on the moon. Almost everyone in China knows the mythical story of Lady Chang'e flying up to the moon. As we introduced in our previous episode, in ancient times, hero Hou-Yi shot down 9 sons and kept only 1 son to save mankind from extreme heat and drought. From then on, Hou-Yi's name spread all over the world. He married a kind and beautiful wife named Chang'e, and the couple was very loving. Later, in a critical situation, Lady Chang'e swallowed an immortal medicine and flew into the sky with a white rabbit in her arms, living in the palace of the moon and parting from Hou-Yi for a long time. The day Lady Chang'e flew to the moon happened to be the 15th of August, which is the Mid-Autumn Festival. This poem, written by Li Bai, a prominent poet of the Tang Dynasty, describing his thoughts on the moon. China, it is fortunate that these traditional festivals and beautiful myths have been passed down from generation to generation. Perhaps the myths and legends contain a decoded message to the world about the true meaning of life. They make people think about the uncertainty of life and death and whether there is an elixir in this world that can make people fly to heaven. Is it possible to return to the divine nature in the kingdom of heaven by constantly improving morality and returning to innate goodness? In other words, while human society is sliding downward, is there a force that reminds people not to be lost?